music lovers, huh? Thank you so much. You know, the band asked me the other day when we were rehearsing, they said, how did you really get started to do that? You know, they hadn't seen that before. And I'll just share the story with you. When I was about 9 or 10 years old, came to school one day, and a friend of mine said, hey, my grandmother can take her hands and she can squeeze them together and make a, strange sounds like that. So we all tried it, you know. Some of my friends held their hands this way, some this way, and I just happened to hold mine like this, and I found out that, yeah, sure enough, I could make a sound that way. But if I really kind of moved them around a little bit, I could make two sounds. So I thought, well, let's work on this a little bit. So I did. I got, so I figured, well, if you can do a scale, then you got to have a little afterbeat. So I did so I could accompany myself. Well, now it's starting to get complicated, see. So I decided I better go to school for this. So I enrolled at a music school back east called Juilliard. And no, wait a minute, it's not a funny situation. It's really a pretty good school. They have a course there called manual training. It's tough. It's a real tough course, though. It took 4 years to get through the whole thing. The first year alone was spent just learning how to be an axillarist. That's a person that plays under their arms like this. No, it wasn't funny, because most of the students just dropped out. They couldn't stand all the chafing day after day, Well, enough of that. Let's do a Duke Ellington number, Don't Get Around Much Anymore. Thank you. Thanks. I just have to say this. It's really an honor for me to be here in your school with your jazz band. I mean, this is great. It's a great experience to be around all you young people who are so dedicated, and it's really a kick for me. And Doc Morgan, I'm so happy for you to get that nice national honor. You certainly deserve it. Let's just give this whole band a big hand here. They are great. Thanks. I've played with a lot of really good bands in my day, but this is almost as good as any of them. Like Doc Severinsen and whatever. As long as you all are here and you're students, I thought I'd give you a quick little lesson on how to do this, if you want to learn. What you do is you take your favorite hand. If you're right-handed, you hold it up like this, facing the ceiling, and you hold your other hand over it. If you're left-handed, just reverse it, see? And you take the air that's in between, and you push it and compress it, push it, compress it, until you've captured some right in there. Now, don't let it out just yet. You want to form a hole on the right side of your hands like this, out of which to blow the melody, okay? But there's a second hole, equally important, on the left side right here, out of which to blow the bass notes, okay? Of course, once you've blown all the air out of your hands, you've got to draw some air back in on the holes in your left hand here. Is that perfectly clear? Okay, now let's just see. I know some of the guys in the band here can do it because I heard, yeah, there's. Yeah, wouldn't you know, he could do it. Let's just all be real quiet a minute, and on the count of 3, get your embouchure set here, okay? And on the count of 3, we'll just all blow our wind out, okay? Now, it's kind of a personal thing, so don't check where each person is blowing it, okay? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes. Very good back here. Were you doing that no-handed? Okay, anyway, listen. Hey, this is great. I've had fun. I hope you've had fun. And we're going to just finish up with one more number here. We're going to do a little bluesy, a little Basin Street. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
John Twomey.
Thank you.
John Twomey.
Thank you very much.
John Twomey. John Twomey. How about that? John Twomey. I got to hand it to him.